Welcome back to the only show where the host can't make up his mind on how he wants to have his microphone. Today we're talking about Twin Star Exorcists. And I know I mentioned this in the last video about Boku Monogatari, which is over on the shelf back behind me. Just a quick little fact about that, I got that wrong. I thought it was a new manga series that came out, but that specific one started around 2005. There were 2 volumes of that specific one, the first one and the second one, and it just kind of spawned a whole series of spin-off manga from there. So got that one wrong, so I'm kind of fixing it now. This is about Twin Star Exorcists. I believe this is a relatively new manga from... the story and art is by Yoshiaki Sukeno. I apologize if I completely mispronounced that name. Again, it's called Twin Star Exorcists, and it's about 2 kids. I'll read the little excerpt on the back of the book because I can. It says, Rokuro dreams of becoming anything but an exorcist. Then mysterious Banu turns up, and the pair are dubbed the Twin Star Exorcists and learn they are fated to marry. When Rokuro's best friend Ryogo goes missing, Rokuro is forced to ask Banu for help to enter the Magano, the realm of the evil Kagari, to rescue him. So there's these things called Kagari, right, as this little synopsis mentions, that live in this part of this world called the Magano. And what I take of it is that Magano is sort of like this alternate reality, or like this alternate universe from the universe that takes place within the book, or the manga. And there's a bunch of evil spirits that live there, and they can travel there through a sewer kind of looking thing, and it's basically like an underworld sort of, and they go there to exorcise these demons, more or less, called Kagari. And I don't know if Kagari means like evil something in Japanese, or if it's just a word that was created for this. And there's this kid Rokuro. He went through a traumatic event when he was a kid, or he still is a kid in the manga. But when he was a younger child, he went through this very traumatic thing in his life. He had a very traumatic event happen to him, and that kind of turned him off from being wanting to be an exorcist. And come to find out that that's not too far off from what a lot of people in this universe do. Like, a lot of exorcists are, don't want to become an exorcist because they went through something traumatic when they were younger. So he wants nothing to do with it, but he feels like he's forced into it. And then, but he still has these, super awesome powers of, being this really super powerful exorcist. And then he meets this young girl, Benio, and they're the same age in the book. And, well, that's just going to sit on the floor now. They're the same age in the book, and they coincidentally meet up with each other, and they act all strange with each other, and then they enter somehow the Magano together, and they want nothing to do with each other. Although they defeat this Kagane, and after that they want nothing to do with each other. But it comes to find out that Benio is actually staying with Rokuro and his sort of family, and they're kind of surprised by that in a way, because they weren't expecting that to happen at all, because when they first met, Benio had a map where she wanted to go, and Rokuro was like, "I'll help you find the place," and they just ended up getting lost. And the place where Benio wanted to go was actually this place where Rokuro is staying. So they're staying together, and then they find out that they're both the Twin Star Exorcists because something happened. I forgot what, but they found out that they're supposed to be together, and neither of them want to get married to each other. One, because they're both 14, and two, they both absolutely do not like each other at all. As young kids do. We were all young kids once. We were all 14 at least once in our lives. And, we all kind of ran into stuff we didn't want to deal with, or people we didn't want to deal with, and then we got out of it. It's a phase. And by the end of the book, they kind of have to work together to kind of rescue this guy that goes missing. And I'm really excited to see how this goes and where it goes, and what sort of directions they take. And I'm really looking forward to reading the second one of the series, the second manga in the series, when it comes out, or when I can find it, because local bookstores, or especially Barnes & Noble, are very unreliable as to when they have issues of certain manga that I want to read. So I'll probably scour the internet for it and continue reading. So that was a little review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, keep being awesome.